Hello everyone. Today we are going to see a new DFA problem to accept a string A's and B's ending with the string ABB. Means our machine should accept any number of A and any number of A, but in the end part it should accept A, B, B and go to the final state or stop the machine. So we'll quickly see how to solve this one. So as usual we'll start with the Q0 state. So we'll put arrow mark to denote that is the starting state. So we want A, B, B. So we'll take that as a base condition. So we'll start with A. We'll go to the Q1 state. We'll continue with the B. We'll go to the Q2 state. And again we'll continue with one more input B. So it'll go to the Q3 state. Okay, and we'll make this Q3 state as a final state. Why? Because after accepting the input A, B, B, the machine should stop. Okay, so for our convenience, after this we'll write a transition table and continue. Okay, so we have a two inputs A and B and four states Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. Okay, as usual we'll denote this one with arrow mark stating that this is a starting state and Q3 as a final state with a start symbol. Okay, and we'll fill the table. Q0 on A goes to Q1. Same way Q1 on B goes to Q2. Q1 on B goes to Q2. Q2 on B goes to Q3. Q2 on B goes to Q3. Okay, so now we want to fill out the other part of the transition table by drawing the continuation of the DFA. So now first we'll see for the Q0. So for Q0 already we have one input A and we are not doing for input B. So as our condition says it's ending with the input A, B, B. So there is no any restriction for starting with condition. So we'll self loop the B as an input for the Q0 itself so that it can accept any number of A in the initial part. Later it will accept A, B, B and stop. Okay, so we fill the table. Q0 on B input, it always goes to Q0 itself. Okay, same way we'll see for the Q1. So Q1 on A. So here also, if you have any number of A in the middle as an input, after printing 10 A's or accepting 10 A's, it can go to B, B and it will stop to the Q3. So our base condition is not disturbed, means it can accept any number of A and B and machine will end up. So Q1 on A self loop, it always goes to Q1 itself. So Q1 on A input, it always goes to Q1 itself. Now we want to check for Q2 on A. So if I do a self loop here A, so our base condition ABB ending with ABB will create a problem. So that we can't say we can't accept the A input in Q2. So what we'll do, we will revert back, means we'll connect this state to the Q1 so that whenever we have a A input, okay, the machine will go to Q1 state, again it'll take the B input, again it'll take the B input and it will stop it at the Q3. Then also the condition A, B, B ending with that is satisfied. Same way we'll check for Q3. So if I do the self loop A and B here, so again our base condition will be disturbed. So what we'll do, we want to check the previous. If I draw previous A here, it'll accept A and it'll take B and it'll stop off. So I can't connect to Q2 state also. Then I'll try for connecting Q1 state. So I'll try connecting Q1 state. If I draw A here, you can see it'll accept A, then B and it'll end. So then it is satisfied. So again we want B input also. For the Q3 state, we want to check for the B input also. So what we'll do, now again you check for the B input. After B, if by chance B has accepted the input B, then again we want to accept A, B, B. So that what I'll do, I'll connect this condition to the Q0. Okay, we are connecting and saying the input as a B, so that if it accept the B once again, it would accept A again B, and the machine should end. Okay, so now we fill out the remaining part of the table. So Q2 on A goes to Q1, Q3 on A goes to Q1, Q3 on B goes to Q0 state. So we filled our transition table and all our conditions are satisfied. Then this is the DFA for to accept the string ending with ABB. Thank you for watching.